Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I've done this, but just had a lot going on, in my personal life. But I'd like to start this back up again. So today we're just gonna do something light, something to kind of just make some conversation, and honestly, just to give you my opinion on a couple of things, as well as doing some makeup. So I just did I can't even talk today. Just did my basic makeup look, which is I was just gonna do eyeshadow today because I already did my foundation. I already did my all my other stuff. But I have a video on how I do that. So yeah. So I'm just gonna do a nice eyeshadow look today, and just gonna kind of wing it. I'm not gonna this is not pre-planned at all. This is just honestly just to have a conversation, and yeah. So here we go. So what to start with? What I've been watching recently. So I don't know. I feel like people love and hate her, but I've been watching her a lot lately, and that is Wendy Williams. And it's a shame that's what's going on with her recently. From what I've gathered, I don't know. It's all really up in the air about how or what her condition is right now. But from what her son has been saying, I guess I'm just putting a little more, what is this? A blush. Rose. I don't even know how to say this. But it's really old. It's actually Lancome. I've had this for quite some time. So, yeah, look at this. Shit's old as hell. Anyway, yeah. So, from what I'm understanding, her son was saying that the reason why she isn't doing too well is because unfortunately she was an alcoholic, and I guess drinking so much led to alcohol-induced dementia, which is a shame. I know people have mixed reviews of her. Some people hate her for being so judgy, while other people are like, oh, well, at least she was real. She just said what everybody else thought. So, I mean, I loved her. I think under all of, the hardship she's had to deal with, she is a strong woman, and I believe she always stuck to her truth regardless of the backlash or whatever. I just feel she was a real person. And yeah, did she use her gifts in the most functional way? Maybe not, but it was most functional for her. She was first a radio host, and then she left that for a little while, and she created her own talk show. But I don't know. I just think I like her, and I've been watching her a lot lately. What else? This whole thing with Columbia, the college. My viewpoint on that is I'm a absolutist when it comes to freedom of speech. So just because I don't like things that people say doesn't mean that they're not allowed to say them. And I feel like I would be a hypocrite if I only allowed speech that I agreed with. And so, and that even comes to like everything. Like I could hate what someone has to say, but they have the right to say it. So, I mean, without threatening people or that type of thing. But my issue with that whole Columbia thing is that I feel that, number one, it's okay to protest. I think that's an important part of being an American. But I don't feel that you have the right to stop or block daily life situations. Like, I don't think you should be able to block streets. I don't think you should be able to block, like, what if an ambulance has to go by and someone's dying, and because you stood in the road or you stood in the way, a loved one died. Like, I just don't. I mean, that's stupid. Or college. I don't think a college campus is any place for the political or just any message like that. I think if you're going to do that, step off campus grounds. But if you're claiming something, like if you're claiming a terrorist organization, like let's say I am Hamas, I am Hamas, you pigs. I saw that earlier this week, and if you're claiming a terrorist organization and you're making threats towards people, then you should be treated as such. And that's just my opinion on that. So you have the right to say what you have or what you want to say, but ultimately you don't have the right to stop people from living their lives or getting in the way of people functionality within their lives. And that goes with schools, that goes with roadways. I just don't agree with that. And on the whole Israel and Palestine thing, I don't really have a viewpoint on that, just because, I mean, I feel ultimately the best perspective is to have, really, I mean, at least for me, is that there's horrible things occurring on both sides. And I have no skin in the game, so it's not something that I'm like, oh, I don't care about because it doesn't affect me. It's just there's a lot of built up polarization, and I just don't feel that I know enough about the situation to really comment on it. So there's that. What else? What else? What else? And I know I've been saying a lot actually so far, but who cares? I'm learning, getting better at talking in front of a camera. So now I'm going to talk about Trump and this whole thing with the court, like, or just court in general. Like, I don't understand how, like, okay, so when I'm at the gym a lot of the time, it's really the only time I really will entertain watching CNN. I don't really watch much news, to be honest. I watch Gutfeld here and there just because I think he's funny as hell. And I think he's one of the few people that talk about the news and aren't worried about hurting people's feelings, because I wish we could go back to people not being so butthurt about everything. But I digress. So this whole court thing, like, I don't understand how anybody, even if you're for Biden, like, how are you for, like, the fact, like, with Letitia James, after, like, wanting to take the whole sum of money that he was fined, and he was cleared to only have to pay a certain amount, and she was all ready to take his assets. And all it's doing is perpetuating, in my opinion, it's just perpetuating the fact that, hey, it's okay, you're okay if you have money in New York City as long as you're on the right side of the law, which they deem as the Democrat Party. If you're not, then you lose everything, and we will make cases that don't hold any weight in order to prevent you from doing things or to bankrupt you before you can. So I just don't understand why anyone with a clear conscience thinks it's okay to repetitively try Trump for stupid things that aren't sticking. All it's doing is ultimately going to make it so he wins the election, because he's going to be seen as the underdog. And yeah, so they're doing more harm, I feel like, the Democrat Party, than they are helping their situation when they're demonizing someone repetitively like that. And honestly, if you have a clear conscience, I don't feel that you would support something like that. Also, oh, my light's going down. So, yes, I'm gonna have to, I might have to continue this video later once my battery dies on my light, but I'll continue right now and then I'll finish the rest later. I won't be able to do. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just had to allow my makeup mirror to charge a little bit more before I started with my makeup. So again, the starting of the video was a little bit of my belief systems. Look at this mess over here. I'm usually not so messy, but I've just had a lot going on in my own personal life. Nothing too crazy, nothing bad, but just, you know, sometimes you get busy. So I just wanted to use this time, again, to just, you know, open up the dialogue a little bit, have a conversation, and keep practicing talking on the camera and doing some makeup. So today we're going to use a palette I haven't used before. I actually just got it. It's the 35C EveryDay Chic Morphe. So I don't know why I paused. But EveryDay Chic Morphe palette. There is, I think, 35 shades in here. I think that's why they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 shades in here. But yeah, the shade names on these pieces of paper, or on this plastic. I'm not a huge fan of when they do this, because I feel like you have to, like, oh, I'm gonna put this on here so then I can see what color I'm using. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'd rather have it underneath each color. So, because then I gotta, oh, what color am I using? Wait, let me get my thing. Like, it's just annoying. So, not a huge fan of that. But I'm a huge fan of the color story. It's a lot of neutrals and cool tones, which, um, yeah, are very nice. And a lot of the shimmer shades look very nice and promising too. Okay, so let's get started. So, it's gonna be like, let me use color. Call Me Gorge. So I'm gonna use the color Call Me Gorge first, and we're gonna see how all this blends out. Okay. And this is just a pinky tone, so it's a very, here, let me show you. It's this pinky tone right here, so it's very, it's just gonna blend right into my skin. You're not really gonna notice too much in the lighting at first, but it'll all come together. Trust me. Okay. So, can you see it? Yeah, it's showing up a little bit. Nothing crazy. But like it said, everyday chick. We're not trying to do we're not trying to, make it too much like full glam makeup. This is more subtle. Okay. I mean the pigment's nice. I like it so far. It's blending nice. Oh, and see, I forgot what I was talking about in the other, what I already talked about in the other videos, or the other part of the video, because I went for that run, but it's okay. Oh, I'm watching a new show. It's called Fallout. It's like from the video game, and it's on Amazon Prime. It's really good. It's really worth watching, I think, especially if you've played the game. I think they did a really good job of bringing, the atmosphere to life. Ooh, yes, this looks nice. You see how subtle this is, but it still looks like it looks good. All right. Oh, and my workout journey. So, for people who don't know me, I go to the gym quite a lot. It's I do it for mental health reasons as well as, just staying physically fit and for health reasons. I'm addicted to it, but there's worse things I could be addicted to. You know what I mean? So, it's not the worst thing. But anyway, um I go a lot and for a long time I've been going and I've been working towards, looking really good and, trying to look my best. And recently, I just feel like I'm doing things right when it comes to my workout journey, and I feel it's really paying off. So I think this summer will be a good summer for me. Um, I've been doing a lot more cardio, which I stayed away from for a very long time because I'm like, I'm skinny, so it really doesn't matter. Why would I do cardio? I don't want to lose more weight. I mean, but then I realized it tones everything up. So it's actually very beneficial for you to do it even if you are skinny. So do cardio even if you're skinny. The results, you'll be shocked by the results. Like it tones up your legs, it tones up your everything, really, your arms, everything. Um, but yeah, so and that looks good so far. Hmm. Okay, so I got that done. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of a darker shade. It doesn't look like there is. There is one right here. So I'm gonna try this. Oh, let me get this. Okay, so this one that my next color I'm gonna use is Playtime. So I'm going from Call Me Gorge to Playtime. So Call Me Gorge to wait, to Playtime. Playtime's over here, okay? So now I'm going to that color. And basically I'm just gonna start here and I'm gonna blend this way. And when I blend, I tend to pack it in, but then work it in circles, but upwards. I never want to, I mean, unless you're coming down here, but I honestly no, because I go up this way too. So I tend to, when I do it, I tend to go upwards rather than downwards. I just feel that it helps with the application of the makeup and it looks better. And you want to have a lifting effect. You don't want to draw everything down. So that's another huge, no, we don't do that. So okay. Also, too, I've been, for a while now. I mean, this may shock you. I am gay. But I want to have. I'm just kidding. But I want to have like start having girls' nights. I want to start having like let's have a spa night. Let's have we'll all dress in our pajamas, and we'll do facials and all that type of stuff. We'll do each other's makeup. And then we can watch some chick flicks like Nicholas Sparks movies and have some popcorn, maybe some drinks, wine, sangria, and just have, like a girls' night. I would love that. I think I'm going to start doing that once, everything kind of calms down and I get a little more comfortable with like these certain transitions in my life that are happening. And yeah, I think that would be great. So if there's someone watching that's in the area and wants to join those, feel free to let me know. I'm gonna start doing like walking groups. I just want to really help people, better themselves. I feel that that's the reason I'm here. Like for a long time, I've asked God. I've always asked God what my purpose is in life, and for a long time, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't have a purpose. But then I realized I do have a purpose. You know what that is? It's to leave people better than you found them. And I truly believe that I was put on this planet to do just that. So now I'm going to see how I'm blending it upwards? But look at that, how it's adding a little depth in there. Yes, I like that. So I'm just blending it. Blend, blend, blend. Blending it upwards. Okay. There's that. Also, too, I have a couple of girls that have wanted me to teach them how to do makeup. I was thinking about doing like, I mean, I'm not saying I know everything, I really don't, but a lot of stuff I do know just through trial and error and just like honestly, if I'm not doing anything in a day, like sometimes I won't have things like some time downtime, I'll do a whole makeup look, wash it off, put more makeup on, and do it all over again, just for the fun of it, like just to get better. So I'm always down to do that. I'm always down to hook people up with makeup for events. So if anybody wants or needs their makeup done for events, I do charge, but I don't charge that much. And yeah. See, we just bring this around, and then I bring it up to like right here. So when I blend, I don't blend all the way over. You just start right here and you just blend it upwards. You see how that looks? Okay. I'm really liking this palette so far. Okay, we're just kind of doing a smoked out eye a little bit. We're doing it. Okay. There's that. Not looking bad so far. So basically when I want to do a simple look like this, what I'll do is I'll, do a little bit of, so I'll start with a light shade, obviously like I did, whatever the name of that one was that I don't remember. And then the darker shade, which again, I don't remember the name and I'm not grabbing that little plastic thing anymore. Well, I shouldn't I? Okay, here we go. Call me Gorge and Playtime. So, call me Gorge right there, and then the Playtime right in here, and you blend it upwards, right, on both sides. And then what you want to do is you want to just put a shimmer shade in here, like a very bright one, and then have like, okay, instead of talking about it, let's be about it. Okay, so if you looked at this palette, okay, look at this palette. Oh, and I never did. I don't remember if I told you guys I was gonna swatch some. So let me swatch some first, and then we're gonna ask a little question. We're gonna have like I mean, obviously you can't answer it, but you can answer it to yourself. But okay. So we're gonna do some swatches first. There's that. This might, okay, so, okay. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. Oops. I mean, never mind. Because they're not transferring the best, and I'm a firm believer that a lot of the time when these swatches, they swatch differently on your arm than they do on your eye. So, I mean, it really isn't saying much beyond the fact that the blendability and the saturation of the the eyeshadow. For instance, this one looks really nice, and this one will probably be right here. So I'll do this. And I think it's always easier, honestly, and at least in my opinion, to do that little part of your eye with your finger. Unless you have nails on, then it's a bitch. But I always just think it looks better and it comes out better when you do it with your finger. But you see how that inner part right here is shining? Do a little bit on this side. And then you bring it out, and then okay, so then you bring that out, and then what I want to do in the middle is do like another shimmer, but like a pink one. So I'm going to do again, I'm going to use my finger. And then blend that out. Oh, okay. What's that? All right. All right, and then basically, I'm gonna check this one. Oh, maybe I can put this as a little topper. Yep, there we go. So this can be a little. All right. So now, but that's pretty much it when it comes to this basic eyeshadow palette. I mean, but it's not a basic one. I mean, but it's Everyday Chic, so it kind of is. But it's not something that's meant to like. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna darken this out a little bit. These sides of my eyes. Watch what I do. Now this, because I gotta grab this again and this again. So the colors that I used for the inner crease were Feeling Pretty, which you really can't see, but it's right here. Feeling Pretty, and then I used, over that was Talk of the Town. But it seemed to have come out really nice. I like how it shines right here and then blends out. But I think, because we have playtime already, I think, yeah, oh no, fashionably late, playtime. Probably Total Mood. So Total Mood is right here. I'll probably use that a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. So Total Mood. But like, look at that. Look at that one compared to that one. You see? So you don't do too much either. You just put it right in the corner and you work it up. Okay, so you blend it, blend, 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 blend. Okay, and that's pretty much it with that makeup. I'm just gonna, put a little bit more concealer over my what's T-zone? Yeah, just to clean up any spots that have loose powder. I'm sorry this wasn't an in-depth, like, crazy video today, but like I said, this one was kind of just bounced back from being away. Next video, I'm gonna do another research video, which will entail a lot of research. I don't know where I'm going yet when it comes to the research, like what part of the world, because I like to do history, honestly. That's kind of my MO. Just because it's something that I feel is very interesting. I was thinking about doing a video about like because I've been into these other videos that I was watching, or just history in general of like old Victorian homes and how things back in the day, like I want to say I don't remember, so I won't say that because I'll sound stupid if I just guess a time, but whatever, back in the Victorian times, there was certain, what are they called? Like new inventions or things that were supposed to be like, the newest thing were actually very poisonous and were actually killing a lot of people, and without them really knowing that they were doing things that may be poisoning them. For instance, they had, I think it was, what was it? Lead in some makeups. They would use arsenic. They would use cyanide and, a bunch of other things in common household products. And so I think maybe that's something that I could look into, or just do like a whole thing on toxic makeups that people, or cosmetics that people used in the past that were poisonous and or weren't necessarily healthy for you. But we'll see. I don't know really what I'm gonna do yet. If you guys have any suggestions, or if you wanted something researched, I don't mind. I'm always receptive to that as well. But anyway, yeah, so about the look today, it was a very basic look, but again, everyday check. I like this palette a lot. I think it was it's a great investment. It's something definitely that I'll start approving stuff too. So I think this is approved by me. I know with a lot of the Morphe products, I've said in my past videos, that some of the Morphe palettes are like don't blend well. The eyeshadows aren't the best quality, so I think they're hit or miss when it comes to different lines, like different people putting out the makeup. For example, Morphe and the Jeffree Star and Morphe X collab was, to say the least, kind of disappointing. And there's certain other, like Nikita Dragon. I think her palette was pretty disappointing. It's very patchy and wasn't the best quality. But then you see things like James Charles and his Morphe palette, I think was very good. They did a very good job with those formulas. So I think it's, really what people are willing to pay for when it comes to the formulas. And yeah, so there's all that. But again, thank you everybody for watching my channel. And I'm going to be back soon and regularly making videos. But I just want to hop on here real quick and let everybody know that I'm back and everything's good. And I hope to see you in the next video. Everyone, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye.